In any capacity possible. Can you guys see my screen? Is my
Yeah,
screen?
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me just open up.
Hmm.
So I'll give you a background of how we got here, what we do, and what we're aiming to do. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in with that. Sorry, I thought somebody had come. So my background, just so that you guys have context, I had built a crypto exchange in 2016. That was kind of my first really big entrepreneurial venture. That's how I met Zizi. Had a really novel idea at the time on building a brokerage software for crypto so that people can run their own crypto brokerage business through my exchange, and essentially they get to monetize the exchange fees as opposed to the company monetizing the exchange fees, and had a lot of success with that. And then in 2018 I started a venture studio based out of India that would invest into startups across the country. And since then we've had a real good time investing into some high growth companies based out of India. Over 62 companies have gone through our program, which means they've been incubated, we built their products, we scaled or we launched their businesses in all different types of industries. And in 2026, for the last 3 years, I've been working on this project, which is kind of my magnum opus, my culminating thing that I want to do in my life, because it basically took my entire life to do, and we've launched it 3 weeks ago. So you guys are brand new in terms of like you're one of the first people to hear about it, and we're excited to have Martin on board as one of the core founding members, and hopefully you guys find it interesting as well. So we're solving two really big problems at Garage. We have two stakeholders, like we have two fundamental customers. The first, and I'll speak from both of their perspectives today, even though you guys may resonate with one of the two perspectives, I'm going to give you guys an whole overview of how the platform and the ecosystem works. So we essentially have created a two-sided marketplace for companies, startups, founders, anyone launching a business to be able to create a virtual office environment that cuts out all of their digital chaos that they're usually with. So it cuts out all their software tools and puts everything into one unified, gamified environment for them to be able to manage any business online. And I'll go into detail with that. And it also allows the founder to be able to publish all of the products and services that he creates into Garage. Garage then converts those products and services with the founder into financial opportunities for any affiliate in the world to be able to promote. So that's why Martin had opened it up by saying we're like a search engine. Because, I mean, if you go to our homepage, we are a search engine. You can come here and you can discover any of the companies. So far, we have 35 companies and 373 affiliates. We're basically signing up since we launched a couple weeks ago, about 15 affiliates per day, and about one or two companies per day. And obviously, that number is growing quickly. And what you can do as an affiliate is you can discover and interact with any company on Garage, and you can figure out how much they're ready to pay you if you bring people to their offer. And we manage the entire payment gateway and infrastructure between the company, the customer, and the affiliate. So we guarantee that the affiliate gets the commissions that were promised. So we have this two-sided network where every day there are more affiliates joining, and the affiliates have an infinite number of companies they can promote. So that's kind of the key to this whole equation, is that since any company, any founder, any startup can come and launch their business on Garage, there's always new things for the affiliates to promote and get paid off of. And the founders have an opportunity, the companies have the opportunity to reach a broad network of distributors for free. I mean, there's a cost for the founders, but it's like negligible, for free, to interact with them and to be able to get them to incentivize them to promote their products. That's the simple way of putting it. Now I'll go into detail about how the product actually works. So I'll log in as a founder. This is the search engine page where you can discover companies. You can search by industry. Like if you want to see all the tech startups, you can see them. If you want to see like finance, you can see them. You can search by name. So if you wanted to type in like Signals, which is one of my other companies, you can do that. And in the search engine, you're essentially able to discover companies. Companies are able to discover affiliates, and everyone is able to discover products. But the magic happens inside. So if you go to my.garage.app, which is the login page, I'm already logged in, so it'll automatically throw me in. This is what we give to the founder. We give him his own digital office, like we call it an office stream, where he is able to visualize every relationship he has in his business, and he is able to manage all of the different networks that he is engaging with. And we have two major networks that every business engages with. They have their internal team. This usually comprises of employees, staff, and vendors. And then you have the more interesting one, which is their customers and affiliates. And we help the founder manage both in one place, in one cost. I mean, it's never been so simple to start a business or to digitalize a business. It's you can leverage everything from AI to community marketing, all of that I'm going to go through, but I'm just going to laying the framework. So also on the left-hand side, you can join an infinite amount of offices. So it's literally like I'm in my company. My company is called the Network Economy. But if I just wanted to switch to Signals, I could do that. And I could be a customer in Signals, just another company, right? So I'm just joined another, I've just jumped into another company's office with Easy's in here, with completely different people, with completely different products. And I can do that with any number of companies. I can join any company for free to interact with them. I could start any number of companies, and and you'll see why that's a relevant thing at the end of this presentation. But I'll go back to my office. And I'll give you just a quick overview of the tools that we sell to founders before I go into the financial opportunity on what we give to affiliates. So, like I said, you have to be able to manage both your employees and your affiliates/customers. So let's do the more boring one first, which is kind of your internal team. Our goal here is simple. We want to cut out all of your software cost for your internal team. Entrepreneurs are paying on average about $1,000 per employee in software costs for subscriptions that they need to run their business. So this is Microsoft Teams, this is Google Workspace, this is Zoom. We're on Zoom right now. This is Trello. The list goes on. Pick your poison, CRMs, this and that. We have built a version of all of those tools, and we give it completely free inside of the package of the office, which I'll get into what that looks like at the end. But let's see what we give. First, you can add all your employees and see who's actually working in live time, which is a very cool feature. So you can see, surprisingly, because it's midnight here, there's actually 4 people that are actually online working from my company. And you can see all the people that are not. And as soon as they come in, it's like a dynamic game. Like you can see them in live time. You can start chatting with them. So this would be like your Slack, where you can literally start chatting with anyone in your company. You could do one-on-one calls with them. So if you want to speak to them immediately, you could just knock on their door. They'll get a notification, like a FaceTime, and it'll say, "Hey, Sharpan wants to talk to you." Hopefully he doesn't respond because he's probably sleeping or he's like in his room. And you can start speaking to them. You can organize your company into floors. So I'll actually go to my co-founder's office because he has much better organization when it comes to this. You can literally organize your company as per the departments of your business. So like in our business, we have all these floors that are set up. We have a floor for HR, for accounting, for legal, for sales, for operations, for tech. I'm on the tech floor. You can see all the tech people and talk to them. Every floor comes with its own conference room, which is like literally a conference room. If you click it, you could create a conference call and anyone can join. They can see that you're in a conference call and they can join. So it really gives the feeling that everybody is there working together. So it cuts out a lot of the friction. On top of that, we give every company their own email server, so you don't have to pay for emails anymore or email marketing, their own calendar so that they can, and this syncs with Google Calendar and everything like that. So you can manage your meetings, a file storage system so that you can store all your documents, and a bunch of other apps that I'm not even going to get into right now, but all around kind of enterprise management. And we give this all, the whole cost of the office to the founder is $65 per month. So like I said, my first goal is I want to make running a business like basically free. And I believe we're doing that. We're changing the economics of what it would cost to run a business online and interact with all of your employees. And you don't have to pay per person, which is very typical of software companies. You have to pay per person. Here you do not. It's $65, unlimited usage on the employee side. Now, the interesting part is how do you attract customers inside of your office? How do you grow your business? How do you sell your products and services? So, this was actually the big problem that we wanted to solve for founders, which is because I've spoken to over 2,000 founders in my venture studio days, and they're very smart and they have lots of ideas and they're very cool, but they basically have no idea on how they're going to sell their product. They can make a product, they can get to the point of conceiving of a product, but they, and especially now with all the AI tools, people are making tons of products and services and essentially have no distribution. And I have a real long background, as I'm sure all of you do, in affiliate marketing. And what I realized is, okay, 99% of companies on planet Earth do not have an affiliate program. And it's actually the easiest way for them to grow their business, but they don't have the tools to be able to do that. And so that's what we've created inside of their office to give them. So first, what you need to do is you can publish your offers in Garage. And so you can tell the world what you're selling once you've set up your office. So first you can create, I'll tell you the 8 ways in which you can publish your offers. This accounts for almost every digital business, and soon it'll also account for offline businesses as well in terms of how they can articulate what they're selling. So the first thing they can sell is communities. Every business is a sequence of communities. Here you can create unlimited paid and free communities that people in your audience can join. Once you create a community, you can manage the community by having each community have its own social media feed, which is just like Twitter, where you can post updates and content and what's going on in your business, and you can make it free, you can make it paid. It's really interesting in the way that every company can convert to a community. The next thing you can do is you can do webinars, live streams, and like one-to-many presentations, which you can sell or do for free. So you can create workshops, create webinars. We call them live streams. You can literally manage your entire live streaming infrastructure here. So if you're doing webinars to pitch your business, or if you're doing a workshop as a delivery mechanism for your clients, or if you need to do presentations, you can do that entirely here. You can charge for it. You don't have to worry about any of the payment gateway. It's already built in. It's abstracted away so that you can just simply start making money. If that's the first two. So you can sell community, you can sell live streams. The third thing you can sell is courses. So if you're in the content or education field, or even if you're not, but you need to train people. So like if you're like a car dealership, but you need to get people trained, sales training and this and that, you can literally host and sell or give away for free unlimited courses so that people in your network or people in your company can use them, buy them, train on them. If you're a consultant or you're getting paid for your time, so this would be like a medical professional or a lawyer or somebody, you can create custom one-on-one call templates where you can define how long 1 hour of it could be 1 hour of consulting or whatever it is, and charge for it, and everyone in your community can see it, everyone in your office can see it. And of course, the real two big ones is you can sell any digital products. So if you're a software company, you can come and list your digital product. Or if you're a service provider, like your marketing agency or software development agency or management consulting, you can literally come and create custom services with milestone-based payments for your clients. And the two that are not there that we're working on that will come out in the next 30 days is e-commerce, which is physical products. So you'll be able to sell physical products directly in your office and also connect to Shopify, and apps. If you've already built an app that's not in Garage and you want to connect your app, you'll be able to do that. With these 8 offer structures, you can literally sell anything. You can take the business that you're running or that you want to start, and you can have a framework in which you can publicize what you're doing. And you don't have to worry about your payment gateway. You don't have to worry about how people buy it. Automatically, all of that gets generated for you. But this still doesn't solve the main problem that we want to solve, which is how are people going to find out about this stuff? Most companies lack distribution, not ideas. And so the way that we solve that is we allow, whenever you're creating something to sell, let's say you're creating a digital product. So you want to create a digital product, you add product, you name it. So for argument's sake, let's call it Sharp Hands digital product. And you can put all the details about it. You can attach the link or upload a file and all of the stuff that's relevant to delivering the product, and you get to pricing. So here you can say what's the price of the product. Let's say the price of the product is $50. You can also make it a reoccurring subscription or make it one time. For this sake, let's make it one time. And then on every offer that I just mentioned, we allow every company to attach a custom affiliate program. So this is a dynamic comp plan creator software that allows any company on planet Earth to attach a multi-level or single-level commission structure to a specific product where they don't have to worry about building the comp plan. They don't have to worry about managing it. Automatically gets distributed by the payment gateway. So let's say for this $50 product, you wanted to pay 2 levels, you'd add, or 3 levels, you could say first level gets 10%, second level gets 5%, third level gets 5%, you can create. Automatically, it gets listed in your office as well as on the search engine. So that comes with a custom link that you can share. And the whole world can see the price of your product as well as what's the commissions that they can earn if they bring you somebody. And so now for the first time, I believe in history, you have it's like a gigantic mass market multi-company catalog of every product created by any company where the objective is to see how much you can earn if you help this company get an audience. And so that's the whole infrastructure we give to founders and companies. Garage has two audiences. It has the founders, which we just covered. We're giving them literally the easiest way to start or run their current company, publish their offers, manage their internal staff, as well as get their offers compensation plans to the whole world. Now, what do we do for affiliates? So for affiliates, we're solving an entirely different problem. Affiliates, since the beginning of affiliate marketing or MLMs or direct sales, have had the same structure, regardless of the company. You can have the best company in the world, but it's the same structure. And the structure is you join a company, you have to pick, obviously you're picking to join that company because you have lots of options to join, and you pick one company. So let's say I pick Martin's company, and I have to now bring my audience to Martin's company and hope that whatever Martin is selling appeals to a large number of my audience or my network. Well, obviously, just on the basis that Martin might be selling a product, let's say he's selling a water bottle, or let's say he's selling healthcare, or let's say he's selling crypto, that's just not going to appeal to my entire audience. That's only going to appeal to a segment, which means I had no ability to monetize my whole social network or my whole audience. I can only monetize the people interested in Martin's product. Number two, and you guys have been firsthand experiences of this, you are overly reliant on the company. So if the company goes bankrupt, or if the company doesn't deliver on the product or service that they promised, or if the product is not so good, even if there's people interested, you're just not going to be able to convert because the company dropped the ball. And this has been the only game in town. Every MLM or every affiliate marketing company has followed this playbook. With Garage, we have the opportunity, I think also for the first time, to do something completely different. So as an affiliate in Garage, you don't need to select one company. You can join Garage as an affiliate and you can start building your single network. So it's called One Network, which is at the top of every page. Here's my network in live time. And my network is not office specific. It's not product specific. As an affiliate, it's not company specific. It's Sharpan specific. It's saying I get to just copy my affiliate link and I can promote one company, I can promote one office, I can get my affiliate link for each office I'm in and send it, and they'll still be a part of my network, or I can just send out my general affiliate link. And for example, I've signed up 102 people. You can see 102 referrals, and totally that's resulted in about 319 people from my people's people. And you can see all of your people in real time in this one network page, and you can see, a downline of them, and it's very cool kind of interface. And like, so you could select a person and see where they are in the world and see their downline and all of that. But and this is kind of the crazy part. Once I've referred somebody, they can come, they'll be in the office as well. They can interact with the company. They can get to know the products and services. When I say company, I don't mean Garage. I mean the specific company that you invited them to. And they can check out all the offers that the company has, right? Like they can check out if there's any webinars or courses, products for sale, and they can buy something. If they buy something from the company I invited them to, great. I automatically get paid because the compensation plan was already predefined by the company and visible to everybody. But the crazy part is, even if they don't buy something from this company that I invited them to, If they say, hey, Sharpan, you invited me to the network economy, I checked out their products, it sucks. They can go to the search engine and find a completely different company that has nothing to do with me. Actually, I probably, as the person that invited them, don't even know what company they're going to join. They can, for example, they can say, I want to join BitTrade, which is an exchange that Martin just signed up. And they can say, I want to check this out. So they enter BitTrade's office and they see the products and service that BitTrade offers and they like it. They buy something from BitTrade's office. I still get paid, which means regardless of the company that your network buys things from, the comp plan that was set by that company still applies to you and your one network. So for the first time, I believe in history, there's an opportunity for affiliates where they're not relying on a specific company and they're not relying on only monetizing a specific part of their audience. But as this landing page entails, they can build once and get paid forever from any company that's on Garage. And as I mentioned, Garage is signing up new and more business every day. And we also pay the affiliates to sign up businesses to go attract businesses. So you can literally have hundreds of new opportunities per day, and you don't even need to know them. You don't even need to interact with them. If anyone in your network finds them interesting, starts building for them, starts promoting them, starts paying for their products, automatically you get paid even if you have no relationship with that company. So that's the kind of big two-sided network that we're building. And famously, two-sided networks, Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, where they have two very important flywheels, right? In the case of Uber, you have drivers and riders. And the more demand there is on the rider side, the drivers sign up because they can make more money. And then as the drivers become more abundant, the wait times go down and more riders come, and this becomes a virtuous cycle. And then, of course, Bitcoin in and of itself is a two-sided network between miners and transactors. But we have created the first, in my estimation, the first two-sided network between companies and promoters or affiliates, and solving two massive problems by connecting these two massive problems to each other, which is companies need distribution, founders need, and affiliates I'm just calling them affiliates because it's an easy name to call them, but I believe every human on planet Earth will end up being an affiliate because that will be the only job left once AI has its way with the rest of the jobs. But that's a different matter for a different call. But I do believe that everyone can monetize their network. And now, if I have some girl in my network that wants to buy makeup, she can do that. I'll get paid. If I have some guy that in my network that needs to buy healthcare, he can do that. I'll get paid. If I know a lot of entrepreneurs, I could sign up a bunch of businesses who will use Garage, I get paid. So that's the kind of mission and objective of Garage, and that's what the platform does. And to be an affiliate, we charge a one-time payment of $25, and that's it. And that entire amount that we get is then put back into the comp plan. So you can, we'll discuss comp plans and stuff later, but literally the entire amount goes back into, in my estimation, one of the greatest comp plans ever built, which we can discuss again in a different time. But we charge $25 to be an affiliate. That's it. And the rest of the money is made by us from the payment processing because we become hopefully the world's biggest payment processor by doing this. And even out of the payment processing fee, we pay the affiliates a kickback. So it's very incentivized for people to kind of grow again, but it's all self-serving. Founders are serving their requirement to get more people to learn about their business. Affiliates are serving their requirement to get people to get their social network or their network monetized. And that's what I think. It's a beautiful homogenous relationship that we've created. So yeah, that's Garage.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's great. Thank you for the presentation.
Yes, I have a habit of talking fast. I have a habit of talking
That's
fast.
fine. No,
Yeah.
I catched everything, so don't worry.
Amazing.
My mind.
Amazing.
I speak very slow because my English is not very good looking, but my mind.
You shut up with
very
that.
Your English is great.
Do you build all this with your team?
Yeah. We have a huge tech team here. That's the luxury that we had is we had two luxuries. First, we had 3.5 years to build this because we were running our venture studio. So we had the time, which didn't feel like a lot of time because there was so much infrastructure. But also we had the input because we've dealt with 2,000 founders in our previous business. We knew all of the things I just explained is not coming from my like brain. It's not coming from research. It's coming from all the
Yeah, it's
feedback we
just
got,
implemented. Yeah.
right? It came from all the feedback. What do people struggle with? What do they hate? What do they like? But yeah, the answer is yes. We have a about a 50-person tech team based out of in Bangalore, in Hyderabad. We have an office that we're starting up in Dubai, and then soon I'll be coming stateside and doing all of this again in San Francisco. We're also venture backed, like we've raised capital. It's a very established, it's a very conventional, like high growth tech company, but my co-founder and the board and the investors, they don't understand affiliates all the way. They're kind of more conventional tech guys. And so I'm bringing the affiliate sauce, we can call it, to the table, which is really exciting because this is like unlocking a potential that has, really would not.
Yeah.
We're merging kind
You're
of
you're
Silicon Valley and the affiliate world. Yeah.
you're you're adding you're adding the affiliate touch to the conventional person
Yeah.
that knows how to make money one way,
Yeah.
and then you're also adding the affiliate to the conventional so they can work
Yes.
together.
That's correct. And
It's
a
crazy.
lot of times we like when I speak to investors, they'll say, okay, well, who are your competitors? And I'll say, well, it's hard to explain because on one side, on the software side, our competitors are pretty obvious, like Microsoft, Google, like we're competing with like giants and we are cheaper and better, so I believe we'll win. But on the affiliate and commerce side, the only comparison I think ZZ made the best comparison is if you combined Amazon and Facebook, like where you have the like Amazon obviously helps people sell stuff, or Shopify, or Alibaba, or one of those things. But the objective of Amazon is, okay, I'm going to list all of your products on this e-commerce website. If people are interested in buying, they can buy. And Facebook, on the other hand, says, okay, you give me your money for ads, and I'll put your ad in front of people who want to buy your stuff. And we've essentially combined the two, but there's no ad spend. And this is massive. Like if when you're a startup or you're a company, or it doesn't matter if you're a really big company, ad spend will is the largest part of your sales and customer acquisition budget. And so
Yeah,
here you don't have to pay for ads because all you need to do is attract affiliates or convert your customers into affiliates, and
it's crazy.
they only need to get paid once they bring you the sale, which is like it's orgasmic for a business owner, right? Like it's the best
Yes,
thing,
yes.
right? So
So, man, yeah, it's very well created, man.
yeah,
Very,
thank you. I appreciate
yeah.
that.
That's why Martin said you're a genius.
Oh
It
yeah,
sounds
well,
like you are.
He
that's
is.
very nice of him. That's very nice of him to say. But we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah.
But right now, if I was to kind of tailor the conversation, what we have like a rock star, obviously, in Martin, who we're very excited to partner with. But I want to really build this core team of like leaders that come from different walks of life, have like yourself, different businesses, and we have the opportunity to essentially onboard any business in the world, like, or more or less, and any affiliate in the world, more or less. And so I think that we want to really put together a strong kind of foundation so that, the momentum that we hope to pick up can really skyrocket. And we have to be geographically sensitive. Like, so if we go and get like 1,000 businesses in Florida, and we should, if they're global businesses, that doesn't really matter. But if they're like domestic, like local businesses, we should also have affiliates in Florida, right? So it's this two-sided network that we're always managing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, how can of course, I understand how can I make money on this. I'm in a more of a traditional
Yep.
era or business,
Yeah.
So how can I present this to my people? But I want to think bigger,
Yeah. 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 We
I
want you
want
to
to
think
think
bigger.
that, yeah, I just want to print money. Of
Yeah.
course, you're making money in the processing, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah. That's correct.
is
Yeah.
genius,
Yeah.
and you're keeping the affiliate pricing one-time fee 25. It
25
sounds
bucks.
very appealing.
Yeah.
I just need to find a way. I
Yeah.
need to think about this and
Sure.
how can I implement this in my lifestyle.
Sure, sure. And that's the billion-dollar question, right? And so first, what I want you to do is the same thing I invited Martin to do, and I'd also invite Ambrose to do is just use the platform. Use it as a business owner. Like I'll create your account for as a business owner. Anyway, all business owners, we give 60 days free. So like you create it for your company, mortgages, Airbnb, doesn't matter, pick one, and play around with it. on that side. In the meantime, you can enroll as an affiliate, but it's just one account. It's not, you don't need a separate one for business. It's one account. And I think if we get a chance to dive deeper, because there's today I just showed you the like the surface, like level one of the platform. There's so many more things to show that can unlock more ideas. So I think if we just get the opportunity to have more calls and work together over the next couple of days or whenever you get free, I think over a couple of sessions, the light bulb will go off in your head and even in my head so
Right.
that
Yes,
we can,
that's
we can figure out the right path forward. Obviously, like he said, Florida, Miami, huge market, Latin America, colossal market, right? I mean, like there's some low-hanging fruits, but I want to, like you said, I want to think as big as possible because we are literally ground level, like 376 affiliates in a company that I believe and Martin believes is going to be as big as Facebook like you cannot emphasize the ground level and that's enough, right? Like it's so
yeah.
early.
And
So
are you guys gonna be go public?
yes, yes, that's definitely the goal. We have, like I said, we just did a private equity round to like in October. We're funny enough, we're doing another private equity round in 60 days. As soon as we hit 1,000 affiliates and 100 businesses, which we'll do within 60 days, we'll be doing another private investment round. And actually, the reason we're doing that round is to raise the capital to get the full payment processing license. Because right now, we're still reliant on Stripe and Razorpay. We're basically a merchant of record that's abstracting payment gateways. But we want to
Right.
become the payment gateway. That requires some money. So we're actually doing a private equity. But yes, of course, the goal is to go public. We have very aggressive targets, and if we do go public, it'll be on NYSE for sure. But that's
Oh, amazing.
we got a journey to get there, but we're excited about it.
No
Yeah,
problem. I
I had told them I won't be interested in building it because what will happen, Google will come and offer them 50 billion. And
that's
most
what
of the time
that was my
that
thought.
happens,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they leave
I
the
genuinely
affiliate
believe
on the
that. Yeah.
sidewalk.
50 billion is a huge number, but even a billion, right? I mean, like it's so, what's interesting? I'll just go on a little bit of a caveat, so forgive me, but like, obviously the whole world is being consumed by AI, right? That's the only thing anyone can talk about. And to be fair, that's the only thing even internally we talk about. But what's interesting about that is if the AI momentum keeps picking up in the current path that's on, the what will be the most valuable thing on the other side of that? What type of business? It won't be like a conventional tech business because AI in and of itself will disrupt that. What will be the most valuable are networked businesses. So because that network becomes so valuable on the other side of AI. So this is Uber, Airbnb, Facebook. These companies become enormously valuable because of the fact that so much of the other tech has been disrupted by AI, but really AI can't disrupt the network. Actually, the human network becomes more valuable. So I believe that whether it's an Amazon or a Shopify, Google, Facebook, they'll definitely, once they discover us, I'm meeting with an Amazon executive tomorrow. I actually have to prepare for that presentation. I'm meeting with them tomorrow here in Bangalore. But that's for more of an AWS conversation. But yes, we are not going to sell, although that's everyone's dream. That's not our
Please.
dream. We're not going to sell. We're going. We're trying to come off friendly, but at the deep down inside, we're very competitive. Like we want to compete with all these guys. You know what I mean? And we want to win.
You
I'll
have
be
to
honest
stick
with
it to
you.
them.
I'll be honest with you. I wish that you can never sell, but if I'm in your position and they give you $5-6 billion,
Man, it's a tough decision to make.
I'm signing right there.
It's
I
a
know
tough
it's
decision, right? It's a tough
And
decision.
and they're probably gonna keep you as a president, or
Definitely,
maybe
they would
like a
have to. Yeah,
CEO.
yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they never keep the affiliates though.
yeah. That's
That's
the
the
thing.
problem.
That's the thing. See, I mean, and listen, to turn down $5 billion, to turn down $1 billion is mind-numbing, right? It's a mind-numbing
Yeah.
proposition. But luckily, I don't have to make that decision tonight. And but just the inner
Well,
nation.
at least we had a good conversation
Yeah, we
with
had a good
you.
guy
You
list.
know,
Yeah. No, but
before you were a billionaire.
yeah, yeah, but one of the interesting things, like I'm still there's a bunch of parts of this business that are like, again, you'll learn more about over the next couple of days, which are even more interesting. Like the framework is the framework. What I explained is what I explained is what I explained, but there's more layers to this that really make this a really compelling way to compete. and to win. And yeah, I mean, I would be the best option for me, literally like tomorrow when I'm going to speak to the Amazon executive, is for them to just be a minority investor. That would be the best option for them to come on and say, hey, like, we think that you're going to be huge. Like Microsoft is a minority investor in OpenAI. We think you're going to be huge, and you're not ready to sell. So let's work. And
Right.
that
Right.
would be the best case. But I mean, right now, my brain is one, what is it called? Tunnel vision.
Growing. Yeah.
Yeah, tunnel vision. We need to get to 1,000 affiliates, which again is not like an impossible target. Me and Martin have a goal of 25,000 affiliates in year one, which is also very achievable. And it's also geographic. Like, see, on this call we have Martin, who's done like remarkable things in his career with affiliates and everything like that. Yourself, who has an understanding of the Latin market and just even the Florida market. And we have Ambrose as understanding of the African market. I mean, these are the types of people
That's
that
it.
we want on board, because this is going to become like super localized as soon as we enter one of these markets, right? And so, yeah, we're basically.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When a founder joins, do you have somebody to train them on
This is
on
this is the
this?
thing we're missing. This is what we're missing. So right now, the answer is no. The straight answer is no. We have training videos, but what we're putting together is something called a customer success department, which will reach out to every founder and within like 24 hours, this doesn't exist right now, but it'll exist in like about 14 days. So they'll reach out to every founder and they will work with them for 1 month. Like our corporate team will work with them for 1 month to first make sure they understand how to use the platform, because that in and of itself is somewhat of a learning curve for some people. And then to figure out, okay, all your products, like when I'm speaking to a founder, like, okay, you've added all of your offers, we've understood the commissions that you should pay, you've publicized them, great. Now, do you have an existing network of customers? Do you want to run ads to get people to learn about your office? Like there's some strategic things that we have to teach them as well. And so we're putting together a 30-day program for every company as soon as they sign up. And it's equally as important on the affiliate side. Like when an affiliate signs up, they're kind of lost right now. It's not their fault. It's because we haven't put together like the immediate 30-day plan for them on what they should do, how they should learn about their comp plan. We have all the tech, but now we're running and putting together the rest of the stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Some people, what I experience, and I experience it myself too.
Sure.
My mind is brilliant, but it needs to be trained.
Yes.
Because I don't know my capabilities. You understand?
Yeah, I completely get it.
This could blow anybody's mind, and
Yeah.
they don't. But their brain just goes so far that
Yeah.
they don't know how to do this. You know,
It's also
There's
like
some
it's
people.
also analysis paralysis, right? Like because there's so many options, you don't know exactly what to do either, right? Like that's the other
Correct.
thing. Yeah, correct.
But once you give them the tools, I mean, this is a tool itself. But once you train them on the tools,
Yeah.
they can go on the world and they can start making money, like you
Absolutely.
said.
Absolutely. So there's two things that are at the core of the training. Good leaders like you guys, like Mark, to be fair, like Martin, like he is in and of itself an extension of the company and providing that infrastructure for us, like in terms of leadership. Number two is the literal content and the literal videos and the training material and the downloadable stuff. The luxury we have is we have our own system to disseminate that, right? Like we did build a system for community management and courses and live streams and all of that, right? So
Yeah.
we do have the system itself to be able to disseminate that. But right now I'm making the course, which is a 10-hour course on all of the features in the product, which we encourage a founder to watch for free once he signs up. And then I need to make one for affiliates. So there's also just like reverse engineering all of the requirements. But you're completely correct. You nailed it. If you don't give people a blueprint, even if you give them like, a nuclear weapon or some enormously powerful weapon, they'll just not know what to do with it, right? They'll just be completely
Correct.
clueless. Yeah.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
and that's something that we're bridging the gap for right now, while I also have the pleasure and the opportunity to get this leadership team on board, like yourself and Ambrose, where we're saying, okay, you guys have some understanding of the product. Obviously, we'll give you more and we'll give you tools, whatever you need. You want content, you want local support, whatever you want, we'll give that as corporate. And you guys have an understanding of your market. that we don't have, right? So now how can we like work with you to be able to do that? And that's just another thing that we're doing at the same time.
I speak for myself, and I'm sorry that I'm taking all the time
Oh no, that's
speaking.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
But
Actually, the
I
call
come,
was for you, and I invited Ambrose to chime in.
no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you, Martin. Okay, so I'm gonna narrow down a little bit of not of the broad idea, but more of my what I can bring to the table,
Sure.
right? So
Sure.
the good thing about me is that I'm a traditional finance guy, but I hold a lot of licenses, right? I have
Okay.
between the Series 65 all the way to the lowest, which is insurance. So I have
Cool.
like 5, 6 licenses that are attached to the government of Florida.
Wow.
And what the good thing about that, it's a double sword, right?
Hmm.
The good side is that if I present this,
Hmm.
just because I'm government licensed means that everybody's gonna jump in.
Yeah, they'll take it
You know,
seriously. They'll take it
they
seriously.
take it seriously,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%, because
Yeah.
they know that I'm not the one that is going to just jump on
Correct.
something that is going to be hurting them in the long run.
Correct. Correct.
I don't see them hurting because they're not spending any money. Maybe
I mean,
they're
but that's
spending
the main thing,
$65,
right?
right?
I'm so sorry
Right.
to interrupt there, but like at the end of all of this,
At the
especially
end of the thing, yeah, it's
yeah,
just 65
there's no
bucks.
real,
That's like,
there's no, the incentives. I told this to Martin on the first day. Like me and Martin, you guys clearly shared a bad experience. Me and Martin, we've seen our fair share of, companies. That's what we've been in crypto for long enough. Like we've seen our fair share of companies. I mean, I don't want to keep like tooting my own horn, but the thing about Garage is at the end of this huge buildup, like I build up, like this is a revolutionary product, but there's really no way to lose money. There's no money actually there, like per se, right? It's just
right,
a
That's a
85 bucks
lunch.
a month.
it's a
This
lunch.
is
It's a lunch in
lunch.
New York. Actually, New York lunch would be
No, not
much more
even lunch in New
expensive.
York. It's valet parking in
Not
New York.
even lunch in Florida and New York.
No,
Man,
to
New
be
York
honest,
lunches are
just parking your
expensive, man.
car in New York is 85 bucks.
If
Forget New York, man.
yo,
That's how I move.
if you have to take somebody out for lunch, like a business meeting lunch in New York, it's so
No, that's
brutal.
400
It's
No,
$400.
man,
so
that's
brutal, man.
250.
It's so brutal.
So yeah, I am
Yeah,
very interested, very
yeah.
interested. I'm happy that Martin introduced me to this. I always, even though I make my money, my investments in the traditional way, I always like to be around stars and brilliant people, and see how can I also feel like that I'm leaving some type of legacy. You understand? At
Got
least
it.
on
No,
my
I completely
market.
get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I completely
Um,
get it. Oh, sorry,
because if I
sorry to
am new
interrupt. I
on
have one
this,
question. You run an
sure.
insurance brokerage. Is that also part of your business?
Yes, we have insurance company also.
Mm.
We do life
I didn't know
insurance,
that.
and we do life insurance, but we only concentrate on ports. So the life insurance is a little. I have a lot of people that I have a guy that right now has like 400 employees that I can present
Okay.
this to them.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
but I've been going more of the 220 insurance, which is um, coverage for my partner owns a port in Miami. He owns the
Okay.
port
Wow.
of
Wow.
Miami,
Wow.
and the reason that I opened the insurance company is because he was getting insurance from another company, and he was
Hmm.
spending like $250,000 a year
Hmm.
just by insuring his
That's
own
premium. Yeah.
cargo.
Wow.
So we opened that.
So you do
All
cargo
we do is
insurance for like
cargo
for
insurance,
shipping.
correct? That's for
Wow.
shipping.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow. But you are also licensed to sell life insurance and health
yes,
insurance
everything.
in Florida.
Yes,
Oh,
real estate, health insurance, life insurance, annuities. I could sell casualty. I could sell basically everything. I even
wow.
have the Series 65, which I could manage people's portfolio too. So
Okay, I
Nice.
that's why
I
I'm
know
in New
this is
York.
a narrow and offbeat point, but we have a insurance, I mean, unrelated. It's a part of Garage, but nobody knows this because it's operates separately. But even Martin doesn't know this, but I'll definitely introduce you guys to it. We have an insurance platform which it's called Coverify, and it's essentially white label software for brokers in the US. We have like, I don't know, not that many, we have like 9 brokers using it, but they are essentially using it to onboard corporate, like, so they have, let's say you go sign up a company, like your friend's company, 400 people. So he has to onboard for benefits administration and claims management. That's what the software does. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, it's like a little, it's actually really out of my wheelhouse, but we built it. It's going well, but it's obviously not some like super exciting or fancy thing. But one of the things I want to do is combine those things. I know this is again very narrow, and we'll get back to the big picture, but I want to combine those things and like I want to take Garage to every insurance broker in the US. And because when I was building Coverify, I had to listen. I spoke to so many insurance brokers, not in Florida, mostly in Texas. And I listened to them. You have no idea. Like, I mean, an ungodly amount of hours on what they struggled with and how, especially for their benefits administration for their corporate plans. And so
Yes.
they struggle with like the most basic things. Actually, it's like, because they're traditional business people, they've been selling insurance for their whole life. They're kind of like, they just know, they know what to do. They know how to do what they know how to do. And so
Right.
when we introduced like small things, just like automating quotations, like when you need to give a quote to a customer, like automating claims management to the degree that you can, or the degree that your insurance company will allow you to. It was like a real big benefit for them. So the biggest thing that they really needed is some type of like closed environment where they can interact with all of the like again, I'm leaning more toward corporate sale of health insurance, but like where they can deal with the HRs of all the companies that they've sold insurance to. And those
All right.
HRs usually come back and complain about claims, or they negotiate for their annual premiums or whatever it is. And I just think that Garage is like the easiest, best way for any insurance broker to manage their existing clients and the leads that they want to acquire. And of course, you can make a really good argument that all insurance is just another affiliate marketing program in and of itself,
It's
right?
true, 100%.
The way that
No,
it's
that's why
sold,
that's one
right?
of the things that I was listening to you is that
Yeah.
if they become, they could have their own little network of everything that they want to add.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of people that sell, like say life, like they sell life insurance, when they have a prospect for, medical or casualty or home insurance, they send it to somebody else because they may not be able to write that policy themselves, right? And so then there's usually some backdoor deal that has to happen in order for, because I'm sending you a lead. Like literally all of that can just happen on Garage without needing to like confuse yourself and like scale, like you can really scale. But I just bring this up because you said you have that insurance. I'd love to speak to you about just that. But the bigger picture here is I think there's a lot of verticals that we can take to being able to disseminate this to as many people as possible. And if you have a knack or like a capacity to onboard businesses, like we're talking about the smallest businesses possible, all the way to pretty serious side companies. Like if you have a knack for that, like if we can onboard, now when I say every insurance broker, I'm obviously hyperbolizing, but like, 1,000 insurance brokers in Florida or 500, the amount of money
Oh yeah, that's
the amount of
not a
money that
problem.
you can make because we're overriding now all of those people, all of their customers. That's the brilliant thing in Garage. If you sign up like me and Martin, we focus on signing up affiliates, but that's a linear thing, like one affiliate at a time. If you sign up a business, all of their employees and all of their customers become your downline.
Become an affiliate,
Yeah, they
correct?
become
It's
under you
crazy.
just by default, right? So
A
that's
hundred
a
percent. No, yeah,
yeah,
I have a lot of construction companies. I have one
fabulous.
of the
Yeah.
things about myself is that I could bring a lot of clients, a lot of businesses. I don't know too much about affiliate because
Yes,
I
but we
tried
need the
that
businesses.
route and it didn't know. I bring the whole enchilada and then they need to dissect
Yes,
themselves
yeah, yeah, yeah,
inside.
yeah,
If it
yeah.
works for them, good. If it doesn't, but I brought it.
Absolutely.
That's what
And,
I
and
could
and
do.
the thing
Mm.
is, what does it mean for it to not work? It already cuts out, and I get your point. I get the same, but I'm just saying it's like this is not like some high level investment that they have to contemplate, right? It's the simplest
Correct.
thing that they can add. It's like there's no real downside unless we consider $65. If it's that, I'll just waive that. Like the real opportunity here is I want to convert all of these businesses into opportunities for other people,
Mm.
right? And that's like if we can pull that off, if you can bring the businesses and then we can work on, okay, there's 1,000 businesses now. Like, okay, how do we convert all of their offers? One guy's selling life insurance. Okay, other guy's construction. Okay, boom. How do we now publish them for opportunities for other people? I mean,
Right.
it's magic.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I could
Great.
start.
Yeah.
Just send me the link where I can
Yeah.
sign.
So
Now, the
I
thing
sent it. The
I
link
ask
is in
is
the link is in that thing. What I sent you.
the thing that I ask is that I would like to have some type of exclusivity. My time is very valuable, man.
Of course, yeah.
I'm very limited.
Hmm.
So if I'm gonna jump into something that is gonna make me money, of course, everything in the beginning is a stage. Everybody goes through it, but once
Yeah,
you put one or two or three, and then you start making money, and
yeah,
the pay is good,
yeah.
do you just go? You probably I probably stop doing mortgages.
I
Just
hope
getting
so. Yes,
businesses.
I mean that'll be yes. Or we can help you sell
But
more mortgages, ideally. Like we help you sell more
cor-
mortgages, right? In autopilot.
so
Or the
I would like to some
Airbnb.
type of
Yeah,
yeah, or I would like to some type of exclusivity. I would like to some type of being a not a pioneer because I'm
yeah.
not. I just got introduced, but
Hmm.
something more than just
Well, you
sales.
are. There's only 50 people in the US.
Yes, we're very
Okay.
so let me come back to let me just answer your question directly. Yeah, we can definitely work on that. I'm gonna introduce you to my co-founder and he'll really enjoy talking to you because he does more of the kind of traditional business stuff as well in our company. And we'd love to work with you on, Florida, on the Latin market, on your industry. So I'm completely cool to explore that. And you are without a doubt one of the pioneers in this, like Martin said, and we are putting together some type of global profit sharing pool for the leaders that are coming on that we can work one on
Hmm.
one with. So there's multiple ways that we can help you achieve your exclusivity and make it worth your while above and beyond the income that you're going to earn just from from bringing people. But we're definitely going to, if we can establish that type of partnership, then we will take care of you forever.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you never sell.
We won't. I mean,
If- Thank you.
Hopefully,
Thank you, Louis.
I don't have to face that decision.
And if you sell, you gotta give me some shares, man.
No, I know that's the thing.
Well,
We'll take care of everybody.
Actually, that could be an option, that if you're going to sell before the selling, you could
Yeah.
create some share option for the
Yeah,
leaders.
yeah. I mean, that's like that would be like, what is it? Buying insurance after your house is on fire, right? That would be like once you know it, like it's the opposite of that, the positive version of that, right? So,
Yeah, because once the money starts flowing in, and then and then we know that there's gonna be a disruption for us. It's
yeah.
because
Yeah.
of
No,
course
no, we're not going to sell.
I am
No,
thinking.
trust me, we're not going to. I'm so confident that we're not going to sell. I can make it a contractual thing. First of all, this is a very cash flow positive business once it hits a certain velocity, even for us. So it's not like we're not like, obviously it's complicated tech. It's a lot of customer support, it's sales and marketing, it's AI. Like there's a lot of infrastructure, but it's not like we're building buildings here. We don't have to keep cash flow out so much apart from the comp stuff that we do. So this could just be a really large business, and of course our goal is to take it public. But like you don't have to worry about us selling. And if we do sell, you'll be on the cap table. You'll be rewarded. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I
We'll make
think the
enough,
best bet
we'll
for
make
you
enough money.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I
it's
think the
gonna
best
be,
bet is to go
this is
live.
like building
That'll be great.
generational wealth. I genuinely believe that, not just for us and for the people that are involved, but also like for the affiliates and everybody. I do believe that I mean, just to give the smallest example, I mean the biggest example, but like in a simple way, right? Last year, Facebook made about $160 billion, and that's from one revenue stream. That's from their ads business. And brilliant. I mean, like incredible. Like it's unfathomable how much money that is. Unfathomable the scale that they have, and it's unfathomable how good their product is from a business perspective. Like they help me if I'm running ads, I can find customers, but they have to share that with nobody, and that's because
Hmm.
they don't share that with anybody. I mean, apart from their shareholders, and even that's just really kind of being reinvested. For us, hopefully we get to that scale. Let's say we get to a tenth of that scale, right? Even if we get to a tenth of that scale, so much of that value is now redistributed inside of the network, whether it's through the comp plan, whether it's through the business owners, whether it's through like we are in the business of building other people's businesses inadvertently. And so, we're excited to be able to pioneer that. It's kind of really a win-win. But for people like you guys are, close to the start, you're close to the team, and we'll introduce you to like now I've inculcated Martin into the kind of executive team and everything, and we definitely want to do that with you. We know your time is valuable, so it's gonna be exciting 2026. I can say that much.
Yeah.
No,